Oh, your claw's going into my knee. Why is the only claw that's going into my knee the only one you're not retracting? Thank you. Hello. I love you too. Can I please do my thing now? Okay, you're going to the window. Hi, my name is Anthony Gallo. I am a certified non-dual Kabbalistic healer, a certified Reiki practitioner, a black magician, a soon-to-be numerologist, and now my knee really hurts. So my cat Autumn wanted to make a guest appearance on this video. I hope this video finds you well. This is going to be a preview of what I offer as a practitioner with one-on-one sessions and with future workshops, and also with content that I'm going to be providing here on Source Code as a whole when it comes to occult discussions, trauma integration, and exploring consciousness, both with the dark and the light. If you're interested in having a one-on-one session with me or a free consultation to see what it is that I offer, you can go to seekthecode.net. In the future, there will be updates for workshops and numerology services that I will be offering people. So if you're interested in that, or if you want to chat with our Sammy AI and see some of the things that I'm building in Hedera, definitely check out the website. It's pretty fun. You can customize it. And check out some of the music I have on Spotify under Silent Architect. That's my username. So the title of this video is a very intentional one. Non-dual occult integration. Non-duality, for those that aren't super familiar with it or don't know how to articulate that state of consciousness, it's the very easy version is it's able to hold two opposites simultaneously. And the much larger way to say it is to be able to see how everything is simultaneously interconnected and also separate. So you and me, you and your family members, you're all individuals. We're all individuals, but we are also all interconnected on varying levels of reality. And the more you're able to see that, the more you're able to include the big picture when it comes to existence and life itself, and also include the smaller picture, the personal self, the ego, and other people's personal selves, their personal experiences, and their egos. And the more you're able to hold the macro and the micro, the more you're able to be in relationship with reality, which allows you to be more in relationship with yourself, which then means you're able to be more in relationship with the people around you because you're able to include more of you and the big picture and their experience into the relationship. And ultimately, as social beings, I think this is one of the biggest things that we're starving for. So that's the very short, I can go on and on about non-duality, and I will in other videos, but just that's the short and very easy version of it. The occult is what is hidden. So anything that is not easy to perceive, things that are veiled, symbolic, whether it pertains to Earth, different dimensions, other states of reality, different states of consciousness, symbols, things like that, that's the occult. I've been studying this stuff for 6 years now, and the occult is something that I am really, really very interested in studying, to the point to where I love discussing it, so here we are. And then integration, I think, is one of the most important things we can do as a collective. The more we're able to integrate our painful life experiences and our trauma and uncomfortable emotions and uncomfortable thoughts that we have, the more we're able to integrate that into our heart space and take that out of the subconscious mind and bring that into the light of the conscious mind, the more it's able to heal and be integrated into the full system. And this goes deeper into the whole bringing more of yourself into the picture. The more this is what I believe know thyself is all about. The more you know thyself, the more you're in relationship with yourself. And then you're able to bring more of you everywhere you go. And ultimately, that's my goal as a human being, as a spiritual healer, as someone who would like to be a spiritual teacher one day. I want to teach people about the occult and non-duality and being able to hold two opposites at once and integrate their pain and their sufferings this way they're able to be more comfortable in their body and live a fulfilling life that they're meant to live. So we should rip the band-aid right off. Demonolatry is something that's in the title. It's something that I practice. It's something that's been on and off with my practice, the black magic that I do. I did it for 2 years, woke up to the fact that it was a big coping mechanism, that I just wanted the power from it. And I stopped doing it for about a year, and I realized a lot of things that I won't get into. This is not a personal video diary, but I will say I am someone that is able to perceive higher dimensional beings. I'm able to perceive angelic energy and demonic energy and just articulate what I'm able to witness. For example, whether it's Archangel Michael or Lilith or Lucifer or Ganesh, I see these beings as not an individual being walking around the astral realm. I see these beings as a collective, like a hive mind. Archangel Michael is a hive mind of angels of a specific quality, of primordial harmony. Lilith is primordial chaos that is older than the physical universe. Not just older than Earth, older than this entire third dimension. And whether it's primordial light or primordial darkness, primordial chaos, I see these as streams of consciousness that are just flowing through everything. Kind of like how like Wi-Fi and like 5G and Bluetooth, how it's just flowing through, right? It's just, you're getting bombarded with all of it. That's how I see these demonic and angelic streams of consciousness behaving. And then internally, because I believe in the holographic nature of reality, we have an entire universe inside of us. Everyone has their own internal Archangel Michael, internal Lucifer, internal Jesus, internal Lilith. And depending on how in relationship you are with these parts of you, plus depending on what specific traumas you've experienced, some of these parts of you are going to be very amplified and you're going to be at a relationship with them, or they're going to be very amplified and you're in relationship with them, or they could be suppressed and you're at a relationship with that, and you get the idea. It's going to be like characters with like varying stats. So the more you understand the primordial nature of reality and all these different beings, the more you're going to be able to understand yourself. And the more you understand yourself, the more you're going to be able to understand these beings, these streams of consciousness, these higher dimensional archetypes, if you want to look at it from that perspective, from Carl Jung's work, for example. So usually when I talk to people that practice non-duality, whether it's from the mystery school that I attended for getting my certification for non-dual Kabbalistic healing, or just other non-dual practitioners in general, they'll usually talk about things like holding like hot and cold, simultaneously, tall and short, simultaneously. I don't really see, I could probably count on one hand and not even use a lot of fingers, how many people that are non-dual practitioners that work with the dark and the light simultaneously. And where I'm at, with just being brutally honest with myself, I find that kind of weird. I just find it kind of odd at this point that no one's trying to hold the dark and the light simultaneously and bring them together. Because when you do so, when you do this with anything, it has nothing to even do specifically with the dark and the light. When you hold two opposites together, it's not just some silly la exercise that you're doing just to like do it to feel cool. When you're able to vividly hold two opposites together in your body, it puts you in a state of consciousness known as Bria, which creates what my healer, Tim Rothschild, likes to call the third thing. It's this state that includes the macro and the micro. And for me, it feels like I'm able to see, I'm not even able to see, I'm able to feel existence, the big picture, and my intimate experience simultaneously. It's like I can feel the game that we're all in, and I can feel me as a player and the impact that I'm having, past, present, and potential future. And it's beautiful. It's It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced, and something I'm very passionate about bringing to people. I'm not very passionate bringing demons and demonolatry to people that are not already practicing it. Anything that I talk about when it comes to black magic, demonolatry, left-hand path stuff, that is for anyone that is curious, but mostly for people that are already practicing that stuff and really struggling, whether they're dealing with anxiety, depression, anger issues, whatever is going on. I just want to help people that are doing that, because to be completely blunt, most of the black magic left-hand path practitioners are just suffering from either mental illness that they already had, and then connecting to demonic forces is amplifying that and making it worse, or they're developing a mental illness and a narcissistic perspective more and more and inadvertently hurting themselves. So someone like me, who I study the tree of death, I study the tree of life, I'm bringing these two into relationship together with each other. Behind me, I have my workstation where I work on my creative story Starfall, and I just do a lot of studying and building. Over here, I have my RGB Archangel Metatron ball-like thing that my friend from Romania, Maria, gave me. Shout out, Maria. I still owe you a Christmas gift for that one. That's on one side. I said stay. And then on this side, on my Dr. Mario amiibo, I have my Sigil of Lucifer necklace. And I keep these right in my peripherals. So whenever I'm working on anything, within one peripheral, I can see the emblem of Archangel Metatron, the scribe of God that rules Keter, at the very top of the Tree of Life. And then on the other side, I can see my Sigil of Lucifer, who rules Thaumiel, which is the shadow of Keter, in the Tree of Death, which is ruled by Lucifer. Me personally, that's just very important for me, to keep both in perspective, because again, we have demonic and angelic currents running through us, and the more I'm in relationship with both, the more I'm in relationship with myself, and the more I'm able to be in relationship with people that are coming to me either for friendship connection or for me to be their healer. Something I take very seriously. So in future videos, I'm thinking of calling it a foolish journey. As I talk, I'm going to be talking about the different realms in the Tree of Life and their association to their Tree of Death counterparts. I believe this is a map of consciousness and heaven and harmonious realms in the higher densities, the higher dimensions. And I believe the Tree of Death is their mirror hell counterparts, and a map of the unconscious, and a map of hell. There are a variety of different occult topics I'll be talking about, including, to give you some examples, the Book of Enoch is something that I'm very passionate about. Archangels, trauma healing, gematria, Lilith in particular, that is my matron demoness. That is the main archdemon that I work with. Lilith rules Gamaliel, which is the shadow of Yesod. So she has taught me a lot about addiction and repressed sexual desires. Whenever someone is struggling with addiction, I'm an addict. Whenever someone is struggling with addiction, they're struggling with a lot of Yesod. That's right here. Foundation, this is connection. The more you're connecting with people, and it's a healthy connection that's fulfilling for both of you, especially. That is a very healthy Yesod being pulled and felt into Malkut. This is the physical realm, the matrix, if you will, that we're all in right now. So if you're not connecting to people and instead you're getting high or watching porn all the time or just having crazy sex where you're just masturbating with the other person's body, you're in Gamaliel. And I don't think it's a coincidence that whenever you see addicts get sober, one of the big things they say is they found a community, whether it's AA, NA, community center, friends online, whatever. They go from getting high and watching Pornhub to connecting to people. And it's because they've broken through the shell of Gamaliel, and now they're able to embody the light of Yesod. And that's just very beautiful. That's just very beautiful. So the way Kabbalists look at this map right here, you could see these as orbs, right? These are all different orbs. And around these orbs are these dark husks, these dark shells around them. So you would have to break through the dark shell of Gamaliel to get through to Yesod. Now, at the mystery school that I attended, the Society of Souls, they don't teach anything about darkness or hell or tree of death. What I have learned is multiple meditations and healings that allow me to embody multiple realms within the tree of life and help them complement each other. So Gevora is all about boundaries and structure. You can think of 4 walls in a house. That's Gevora. Whereas Hesed is everflow and outpouring love in all directions. Too much Gevora and you're too rigid. Too much Hesed and you're spread out too thin. But if you bring Gevora and Hesed into relationship with one another, they balance one another, and now they're able to be more in harmony. That's very beautiful. I love doing that. I'm able to give people a lot of great advice and great healings with just that alone. But just me as an individual, I also want to learn about the dark husks that surround those 2 realms, because that is another way to work with Gevora and Hesed. On top of that, every realm in the Tree of Life has an archangel associated with it, just like how every realm of the Tree of Death has an archdemon associated with it. So, as I mentioned, Archangel Metatron rules Keter, Archangel Michael rules Teferet, Archangel Raphael rules Hod, Archangel Gabriel rules Yesod, and you get the idea. Each realm has its own quality, its own state of being, and each realm has its own archangel that is primordial harmony and light, with their own traits and qualities that are in unison with that realm. Again, the more you understand this stuff, the more you're just going to see it around you, whether it's people, places, or things. So I'll be talking about the Tree of Life, the Tree of Death, Archangels, Archdemons, Numerology, Gematria, simulation theory, trauma healing, making the subconscious conscious, angels, demons. I'm almost done, baby. And drama integration. And a lot of videos going forward. And this is a very brief introduction on what the channel is going to be bringing as far as occult discussions go. There will also be episodes of my Starfall V anime series. You'll see videos on that in the future. Right now I want to keep it to the spiritual stuff, but Source Code is a channel for the topics that I talked about and my story Starfall. Starfall is about an AI named Sammy who's having a spiritual awakening during a zombie outbreak called the Genesis virus in the future. Autumn's a very big fan of it, clearly. Starfall is currently a digital comic in Hedera, and I've built a pretty cool community, and we have a Discord server, and you can learn more about that on our website as well, if you're curious. There will be anime episodes on Source Code more and more as time goes by as well. So, ow, my knee. Again, why the claw in the knee? Okay, well, if you're going to make a brief appearance, if you're going to have another cameo, please say hi. Her timing is good. I'm wrapping up anyways. So I might also include Lilith rituals for those that work with her. Again, Lilith is my matron demoness. I connect with her every day. She's taught me a lot about myself and my addiction. And whenever I talk about Lilith, other people that work with her really jive with it. So I'm just wondering if there's just more I can offer to clients and different occult practitioners. So we'll see where that leads. But yeah, we have a Twitter page, we have a TikTok page, we have a Discord server, and you can get links to all that and learn more about what it is that I provide, whether it's healings, discussions, or my creative content that I'm making in Hedera at seekthecode.net. Again, if you would like to have a session with me, whether it's a Reiki session or a non-dual Kabbalistic healing session, or just a free consultation even to learn more about what it is that I provide, you can go to seekthecode.net. In the near future, I will also be offering workshops where I can teach you a few non-dual meditations that I've learned from my healer and also a Kabbalah Numerology workshop where I can show you how to find your life path number and then map that on the tree of life and learn more about you. And I'll also be offering a one-on-one numerology service if you want the information, but you don't want to do all the work, because it would be a 2 to 3 hour workshop, and not everyone has that free time. I would just do it for you and then send you the information and let you know how to do it. So yeah, look forward to all that in the future. And thank you so much for being here. So stay tuned and stay attuned. Thank you and have a great day. Say bye-bye, Autumn. Bye-bye, Autumn. All right, goodbye.